This is not financial advice, not legal advice, for entertainment, educational purposes only, and anything I say is my opinion. Please don't make any financial decision based on anything I say in these videos. Listen, double check you're still subscribed to the channel. Double check your notifications are on. And if you hit that like button, make sure it's working properly, because you know these bad actors are working overtime to suppress the channel because they're terrified of more people becoming aware of all the fraud and corruption in the United States stock market. Guys, listen. All these politicians, when they are running for office, they complain about the naked shorting. They say it's out of control. They say that they're going to reform Wall Street. They say they're going to stop the predatory short selling. Yet the minute that they are in office, they never mention the naked shorting again. When Kennedy was a candidate for the presidency in 2024, he invested $24,000 into GameStop, and he went on a tirade about the naked shorting and the spoofing and all the negative aspect of the stock market. And he swore that he would reform Wall Street if he got into office. President Trump and the CEO of his company was screaming about naked shorting. And they said when they got into office, they would do something about the naked shorting. Well, President Trump is in office. Kennedy is in office. And I have heard absolutely nothing about naked shorting again. It seems like all these politicians are only concerned about the fraud and corruption in the United States stock market when they are running for office and they want our votes. You know what that tells me? That every single politician knows that the naked short selling is out of control. They know it is a major issue with the American public. But once they get into office, it is not a concern of theirs anymore. They start practicing willful blindness to the fraud and corruption because, and this is just my opinion, they get a lot of donations from these bad actors who are robbing and stealing from retail investors, pension funds, and institutions that follow the rules. I mean, they cannot say that they don't know about it because they campaign on it. They campaign on the predatory short selling. They campaign on the naked shorting. But the minute that they are in office, crickets. We hear crickets from them. They no longer care about naked shorting. They don't even mention it. Guys, this is why we need more civil lawsuits, okay? We need more civil lawsuits. We need to get this information in front of a judge, in front of a jury. We need to expose the fraud and corruption in the United States stock market, because we cannot depend on the politicians to protect our interests. We cannot depend on the SEC to protect our interests. We cannot depend on the DOJ or the FBI to protect our interests. The only time these politicians are concerned about naked shorting and predatory short selling and dog pool abuse and all the other tactics that these criminals use to rob and steal from us is when they're running for office. The minute they're in office, they never mention it again. Anyway, please leave some comments. Tell me what you think. Why do you think Kennedy and Trump has never mentioned naked shorting again? Anyway, have a great day. God bless, and I appreciate y'all on this journey with me.